Right, hello again everybody. So what we've got here now is, this is more of a lesson rather than singing. We're going to talk about some rhythms, some little rhythmic exercises we can do to understand rhythms a little bit better and how they develop into music. Now this is part of a series of lessons that I do in school, but this one can be done standalone, and it just helps you to feel a beat and understand how different rhythms, or if you're talking about literacy, how different syllables can fall into rhythms and how we put that into music. So this little exercise I do, first of all, everybody needs to be sitting cross-legged on the floor. In a circle is really good so that you can all see each other. Teachers, you can sit down and join in with this game as well. It's a really fun exercise to see how children respond to different syllables at a cross rhythm to the clapping that we're going to do. So first of all, let's get the clapping right. That's the absolute important part here. So what we're going to do is 2 slaps on our knees, or 2 taps I suppose on our knees, and then 2 air taps with upside down hands. So just like this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you join in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's a nice simple pattern, easy to follow. We're going to get rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4 though. We'll shelve that. It's just a pattern. So let's see if we can do it without the counting just at the moment. So this is going to now be okay. But we're going to keep this going. We're not just going to do 2 lots of 4 on this. We're going to keep this going, and what we're going to do is we're going to put some names of animals into the mix here. So teachers, you might want to pause the video just for a moment, go to the whiteboard and ask all the children, just go around in a circle and get all of the children to come up with the name of an animal. So I've come up with some examples here. For example, I've got cat, dog, pig, sheep, cow, goat and ant. Okay, now they're all 1-syllable animals. Now I've done that deliberately. You don't have to do that when you do this exercise in a moment. I'm going to leave you to it in a minute and you can vary this as much as you like. But I've deliberately kept to 1 syllable for the purpose of going through and teaching you what we're doing here, because we're going to develop that into more than 1 syllable in just a moment. Okay, so actually teachers, if you could write down on your whiteboard, if you've got it, or somewhere where the children can see it, the names of those animals. So we've got cat, dog, pig, sheep, cow, goat and ant. And I'm guessing you may need to replay that bit of the video to pick up all of those and write them all down before we carry on. But hopefully you've done that now. So we can carry on, and this is how we're going to do it. So it's going to be 1 animal at a time. So the sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1 round, and that's 1 animal per round. So it'll go a little bit like this. Just watch for a moment first. Okay, so we're going to go cat, dog, pig, sheep, cow, goat, ant. Okay, nice and easy. Let's do that all together. So hopefully you've got them all written up where you can see them. We're going to do it exactly like that, but everybody join in this time. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, ready for you all to come in. Okay, so after 4, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cat, dog, pig, sheep, cow, goat, ant, and hands together. Okay, nice and straightforward. Let's see if we can put 2 into the mix now. Let's see how this goes. So this time we're going to do 1 animal on the knee tap and another one on the air tap. Okay, so let's see if we can do this all together straight away. Let's see if you can jump in and join in with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cat, dog, pig, sheep, cow, goat, ant, and together. Okay, ideally we'd have had another one in the end there. Okay, I've just written down a random list of animals here. So try and do an even number of sequence if that's the process that you're going to go through. So the next step is develop that into animals of more than one syllable. So again, I've written a list down here. Now I've got 7 again. Bad counting for an accountant, I realise that. 7 animals here. I've got elephant, giraffe, butterfly, ladybird, dragon, caterpillar and eagle. Okay, so again we're going to need to write these on the board so that we can all do this together. Okay, so I'll let your teachers go off and do that. So we've got elephant, giraffe, butterfly, ladybird, dragon, caterpillar and eagle. Now they're a mix of 2-syllable and 3-syllable animal names. That's okay. What's really important is that we don't lose our 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm, or beat I should say, while we're going through this. So this is the beat that we're doing. A beat is a steady pulse, it never changes. Okay, so it's just a steady 1, 2, 3, 4, and that repeats and repeats and repeats. That never changes. The long and short parts of what we do is called rhythm, and rhythm is made up of beats. So if you think about music as being a bit like building a house, first of all you dig your footings and lay your foundations before you then start building the bricks and eventually put the roof on. Okay, writing a piece of music or understanding a piece of music is a little bit like that. First of all, you've got to lay your foundations, and in music your foundation is the beat. That is the first thing we have to establish, the beat, and that's just what we're doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's steady. The gap between each knee tap and each air tap is exactly the same. That's what gives us our beat. Okay. Now the syllables, the animals' names that we're going to be using, that's going to give us our rhythm, because we've got some quicker names that we need to say and some slightly longer names that we need to say. So we've got short bits and longer bits, and what we need to do is speak that whilst still doing our basic beat here. Okay, so hopefully you've got a list on the board now of those animals. Just watch and see how this fits in. Okay, so first of all we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Elephant, giraffe, butterfly, ladybird, dragon, caterpillar, eagle. Okay, so you see how we're saying some syllables even though we're in between the taps. So elephant. Okay, so the li of elephant comes on the move between the first and the second beats. That's called rhythm. Okay, and we're going to talk in another module or another session about how we establish what those rhythms are. We're going to talk about a Hungarian composer called Kadai. He came up with a way of explaining rhythms which is really good, really useful and really fun, especially for the younger ones that are there. Okay, so let's see if we can do this together with all the animals that you've got on the board. I'll count you 4 to come in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elephant, giraffe, butterfly, ladybird, dragon, caterpillar, eagle. Okay? So teachers, if you want to take that one step further and do like elephant, giraffe, so that you're moving the second animal onto the air tap instead of onto the next hand clap, please go ahead and do that. That's absolutely fine. What I'd suggest though, just to get everybody thinking about the different animals and the number of syllables that are in the animal names and how that relates into the rhythms we're doing, I'd strongly suggest getting the children to go around one by one in your circle and just getting them to give you the name of an animal, and then you can use your own animals rather than the ones I've necessarily written down here. Okay, so hopefully that's a fun little exercise for you to do. We'll develop this a little bit further in another session, but for now, cheerio.